Hey everyone, welcome to 20W06A. Yay! Also known as the Nether Update, aka 1.16. So, they have added a bunch of new Nether items, but this is just a snapshot, so pretty much everything in here can change. But this is a glimpse into what 1.16 will look like. So, they've added this new item called Basalt, which spawns in pillars. It has this neat, like, kind of charred wood texture and then a weird cobblestone texture on top. They added soil in the soul sand valleys. But this stuff is pretty cool because when you light it on fire, it's blue. It's just amazing. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't burn items. Yeah, it also doesn't burn items. But that could be a bug. And you're not slow when you walk on it. So that's nice. It has this neat kind of wavy texture. Now just, I think, bone block structures, kind of like skeletons, will spawn in the nether. And they added a warped forest biome, which is this kind of blue turquoise. Yeah, the warped wart block. Very hard to say. And then they added the warped stem, which is a sort of wood, and then there's all the wood varieties that go along with that, like the stripped, the planks, so that, and they added warped nylium, which is similar to mycelium, except it's kind of this green color. They added warped roots, which are nice, could be useful in gardens. They added warped fungi, which are the saplings for these. And they added these shroomlights, which are a different kind of glowstone, which are very interesting. You can spread this stuff with bone meal, which is interesting. So there isn't a limited amount. So I think if there's nether, yeah, I think if there's nether rack and it's next to it, it can only be 1 block away from it, and you bone meal it, then you get the warped nylium. And then they also added a red version of it that they named it's the Crimson Forest, and now they have crimson nylium, and the background, or like the nether fog, turns into a much more darker red. But when you reach into the nylium, or the warped nylium biomes, ooh, that's a bug. It's purple now. Well, that's neat. And so there's a lot of new things in here. Pretty much crimson roots, similar to the warped roots. They have these weeping vines, which are interesting, kind of spooky. Yeah, and then just the same, the crimson stem, same shroomlights, and the crimson fungi, which are the saplings for these kind of mushroom trees, whatever you would like to call them. Yeah, so crimson stem, and then these are nether wart blocks, which were in the game previously. I'm looking for other new stuff. And then, ooh, wait, there's crimson fungi, and then there's warp. Wait, this isn't a warped fungi. You're in the wrong place. Other things that have changed. So that's it for in here. And then over in my testing area, they added this really rare block called Ancient Debris. Like, it's rarer than diamonds, but it is, like, excuse me, I'm trying to film a video. Thank you. So when you break it, yeah, well, I'm in creative mode, but you'll get the Ancient Debris, and then you put that in a furnace, and that will smelt up, and you get the nether scrap. And then with the nether scrap, you combine it with gold and a crafting table like this, and then you will get the netherite ingot, which then is amazing. So you can combine this with any diamond tools or armor, and then you make netherite armor. And this is interesting because it has knockback resistance, which they changed so where it's not like you have a lesser probability of getting knockback. It means if you're hit, then you go back far less. It also gives you better protection and stuff than diamond. So that's neat. Then they also added a new kind of gem block. It's called Block of Netherite. It's when you combine 9 of these, and you get this. It's amazing. It's just, I think it's really nice for steampunk builds. Kind of like a rustic iron, what iron should look like. But it's very expensive. So you need to find 4 of these just to get one of these netherite ingots, which are very, very rare to get these. So that's really crazy. They added just like an entire new set of armors and tools. Wait, it's not in here. Here it is. They hid it. You're not supposed to. Anyway, so all these and netherite tools. Also, the best thing about these is that they don't burn. Oh, it's one of the best. They don't burn in lava. They just float up, and then you can collect them. So then, if you are flying in the nether, and like, oh no, I just died in lava, your netherite items will not burn. Which then they have, so you can have blue flames on the soil, and they don't burn items. I thought, yes, they don't. They also now have the Soulfire Lantern and the Soulfire Torch. You can get a Soulfire Torch or Soulfire Lantern by combining a Soulfire Torch with iron ingots. And you can get a Soulfire Torch it's just a normal torch recipe with some soil underneath it. So, new lighting, new tools. This is very neat, yeah. And then just huge new nether updates. Very, very nice. Okay, we're back, and we are now in the overworld, and these are the other changes. So let's start off with some redstone stuff. Previously, redstone didn't have a bottom texture, so it's just invisible underneath here. Now it is not. It has a bottom texture. Same with the pot. You used to be able to see through it. They also made some changes to pistons, so where now these do not pop off. And so that's very nice. Sadly though, redstone, I'll just steal some from over here. If you put redstone here, and if you click the button, it pops off. I think it has to do because the hitbox is touching the piston part of it, and so that does not work. Yeah, and also this is really weird. So this hitbox is on the piston part of it, but explain. That's really confusing. And then you can do weird stuff like this. I'm pushing it now. Very weird. They fixed like stone brick walls and just any type of wall, so where now you can stack them on top of each other and they do not fit and they connect, which is very nice for building. You can mix and match them, which is very neat. And then if you put them in the back, I learned this from Green, you can add just a little bit of texture. It looks pretty neat. You can also have very, very cheap, fast, straight down, instant redstone wires. So you just put a 3x3 wall, or just a 3 wide, however tall you want it wall, and then have a piston that does this, pushes a block down here, and then it updates this, and you can have an observer that detects when this has changed, and you get very fast redstone that goes straight down. They also added a /locate biome command, which is very useful for, say, you want to find a beach. Oh, it's just 163 blocks away. Then you just click here to teleport, and you're here. This isn't a beach. I mean, it might be a beach. No, it's a work in progress. I'm not making the game right now. Now I'm lost. I'm back in the nether. I found my way back. They have also added Hoglin spawn egg, and the Hoglin. I guess they kind of go together. Do they have oh, they don't. There's not a baby Hoglin. But yeah, so they added these into the game. There's not too much you can do with them just now. And their hitbox is very small, which is supposed to change, which is really weird. And they aren't hostile, which should also change. I think that's it for 20W06A. Also, the first Minecraft 1.16 snapshots.